Moshoeshoe I, a black African, a pivotal figure in Southern African history, skillfully navigated the tumultuous era of the Mfecane. Through diplomacy and military acumen, he established the Basotho kingdom, a haven for diverse groups fleeing conflict. His strategic use of mountain strongholds like Thaba Bosiu and his understanding of alliances allowed him to preserve his people's independence against powerful adversaries, including the Boers and the British. His legacy is one of resilience, leadership, and the creation of a lasting nation. He is remembered as a shrewd strategist and a unifying force. The African sky stretched endlessly over the rugged mountains of what would one day be known as Lesotho. The wind whispered through the valleys, carrying the echoes of a name that would shape history: Moshoeshoe I. Born as Lepoko in 1786 in the land of the Basotho people, his story was one of wisdom, resilience, and unity. This the humble beginning of him, Moshoeshoe, a black African, was born as Lepoko in 1786 in the region of Menkhoaneng, present-day Lesotho. He was the son of Mokoteli, a minor chief of the Bakwena clan, and grew up in a society where leadership was determined by strength, strategy, and wisdom. From an early age, Lepoko displayed remarkable intelligence and charisma, earning the respect of his peers. As a black young warrior, he led his age group regiment in cattle raids, a common practice among African clans. After a successful raid, an elder praised him, saying he had shaved the enemy clean, earning him the name Moshoeshoe, which means the shaver. But unlike others, Moshoeshoe saw beyond mere raiding and bloodshed. He saw the need for unity, peace, and stability in an increasingly volatile region. He was determined and strong in surviving the Mfecane Wars. The early 19th century saw the rise of Shaka Zulu, whose military conquests caused widespread displacement across southern Africa. Many tribes, fleeing the Zulu kingdom, turned to violent conquest to survive. This period, known as Mfecane, the crushing, saw entire clans slaughtered, villages burned, and the land thrown into chaos. Moshoeshoe, now a chief, realized that survival required more than just war. It required strategy, diplomacy, and vision. Understanding the need for a defensible stronghold, he led his people to Thaba Bosiu, a natural fortress on a plateau, meaning mountain at night. It was said that the mountain grew taller at night, making it impossible for enemies to attack. From this stronghold, Moshoeshoe built a safe haven for refugees fleeing the violence of Mfecane. He welcomed them not as enemies, but as brothers, forging the foundations of a new Basotho nation. He was leader of wisdom and compassion. Unlike other chiefs who ruled through fear, Moshoeshoe led with diplomacy and Ubuntu, humanity. One of his most famous acts of wisdom occurred when his enemies, a band of cannibals, raided his village. Instead of seeking revenge, Moshoeshoe sent them cattle and food, telling them, "A chief does not kill hungry men." This act of kindness turned enemies into allies, further strengthening his kingdom. Moshoeshoe also recognized the power of alliances. When European missionaries arrived, he welcomed them, seeing their knowledge of reading and writing as a way to advance his people. He engaged in correspondence with British colonial officials, seeking protection against the expansionist Boers. This ability to adapt and negotiate made him a rare leader, one who could bridge the gap between African traditions and the changing world. As the Basotho nation grew, it faced threats from both the Boers, Dutch settlers, and the British Empire. The Boers, expanding into Basotho lands, sought to claim fertile territories. The conflict escalated into a series of wars, and despite Moshoeshoe's diplomatic efforts, the Free State Basotho Wars, 1858-1868, broke out. Though vastly outnumbered and outgunned, Moshoeshoe's people defended their mountain fortress with remarkable resilience. When it became clear that war alone could not secure his nation's future, Moshoeshoe made a bold move. He wrote to Queen Victoria of Britain, requesting British protection. In 1868, Britain declared Basutoland, now Lesotho, a British protectorate, saving it from annexation by the Boers. And his legacy that lives on Moshoeshoe I passed away on March 11, 1870, but his legacy endured. He did not build his kingdom through conquest, but through wisdom, diplomacy, and unity. He transformed a scattered people into a nation, one that would survive colonial rule and emerge as the modern state of Lesotho. Today, Moshoeshoe is remembered as the father of the Basotho nation, a leader who chose peace over war, wisdom over brute force, and unity over division. His legacy stands as a testament to the power of visionary leadership, a reminder that true strength lies not in the sword, but in the ability to bring people together. Even now, as the sun sets over Thaba Bosiu, the mountain whispers his name. Moshoeshoe I, the king who built a nation. Moshoeshoe I employed several key leadership strategies that contributed to his success in uniting the Basotho people and establishing a stable kingdom. 1. Diplomatic alliances. Moshoeshoe built alliances with various ethnic groups and tribes, offering protection and integrating them into the Basotho nation, which helped strengthen his power base. 2. Use of geography. He strategically chose Thaba Bosiu, a mountainous stronghold, as his capital. This provided natural defense against attackers and served as a symbol of unity and security for his people. 3. Military tactics. Moshoeshoe was adept at military strategy, relying on guerrilla warfare and employing strategic retreats when necessary, which allowed him to outmaneuver larger, more powerful adversaries. 4. Inclusiveness. By incorporating diverse groups fleeing conflict into his kingdom, he fostered a sense of belonging and loyalty, creating a cohesive society that rallied behind his leadership. 5. Cultural emphasis. He promoted Basotho culture and customs, strengthening national identity and unity among the people, which helped maintain stability within his kingdom. 6. Adaptability. Moshoeshoe was flexible in his approach, adjusting his strategies based on changing circumstances, whether it involved negotiation with Europeans or military engagements with rival factions. 3. Diplomacy wins wars. His strategic use of negotiation and alliances demonstrates that words can sometimes be more powerful than weapons. 4. Humanity in leadership. Even in times of chaos, he remained compassionate, showing that great leaders lead with both their minds and hearts. 5. Adaptability and vision. Embracing modernity while preserving tradition allowed the Basotho people to remain strong and independent. Even today, the spirit of Moshoeshoe lives on, reminding the world that true strength lies not in the might of an army, but in the wisdom of a leader who chooses unity over division, peace over war, and humanity over conquest.